Hey y'all, Rick Fearless Fairless, Strokers Dallas, Strokers Ice House, Punch Wally Garage. Good morning. How you doing? All right? Today is Tuesday, July 30th, 2024, year of our Lord. Season number 2, episode number 212. In today's show, we will cover Sturgis. We will cover math. We will cover J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez. Let's go. In My Life, the 366 Project, coming to you almost live from almost downtown Dallas and the powerful CHUMP studio. Today's show is brought to you by Reliable Diamond Tool. That's ready2.com, REDITOO.com. Check them out. It's also brought to you by Simpson Motorcycle Helmets. If you got $100 head, then wear a $100 helmet. But if your head is priceless, like mine, wear a Simpson. They're the best. We are a dealer. Strokers Dallas merch, MERCH.com. Also brought to you by Pulse Tech Extreme Charge. So this is the best battery maintenance charger on the planet. I got 50 of these things charging my personal bikes, my personal cars, and some of the bikes on the showroom floor. We are a dealer, StrokersDallasMerch.com. Everybody's got to have a couple of them to keep stuff going. You know, if you don't start something in a couple of 2 or 3 weeks, the battery's going to go dead. It won't with that. Today, the Mr. Peabody Wayback Machine goes back to 2003. In 2003, I met the guy that owned the Glencoe campground in Sturgis. He had this big building. It looked like a tent, but it's a big building right off the main drag. It was across the street from the Full Throttle Saloon back then, called the Thunderdome. And we talked about putting a Strokers Sturgis there. So I would have a big bar. I would have a place to sell merchandise. I would have a place to put motorcycles. We would have bike shows there. So I did. You know, he was a great guy, he and his wife. I worked out a deal. And we did Stroker Sturgis from 2003 to 2008, I think. And we did a lot of cool things in there. I mean, it was a very eclectic kind of deal. Kind of brought some of the flavor of Strokers Dallas and Strokers Ice House to Sturgis. You know, it was tough. I had to have a bunch of people down there. Well, I had to have a lot of stuff down there. Well, you got to transport all that. And with the people, you got to pay the people. You got to transport them. You got to feed them. You got to house them. And it was a huge expense. We would rent a house and there'd be 8 or 10 of us all staying in this one house. All day long I'd be on the floor, taking pictures, talking to people, meeting people, which was awesome, but it's very trying on your body, standing up for 16 hours a day. It's very taxing on your brain. But it was a wonderful experience. And around 2008, my buddy Gary that owned the joint sold it. And the new people came in and they said, hey, we like to keep you here. We want to do a new contract. And, we're going to move some things around and do some things different. And I was done. I'd had enough. So I haven't had a setup or a booth in Sturgis for years. And I like it much better this way because I can, hang out with my daughter and my buddies and ride around and my hamster brothers. We do a lot of industry stuff and we do a lot of charity stuff and we do a lot of riding around. So if you're coming to Sturgis, we stay in Spearfish. There's a Holiday Inn there that most of the hamsters stay at. And in front of the Holiday Inn at the Porte-Cochere, it looks like a bike show with all the cool bikes that the hamsters ride. So that's always worth checking out. Say hi to some of the guys. Say hi to me if you see me out there. Yeah, so I'll do the show every day, but I don't know when, I don't know how, and I don't know what time. But every day I will do some kind of show and post it. Okay, let's check that truck. Check that truck. You big. Woo wee! You got your red, white, and blue right there. Some stripes. What about stars? Yeah, you got stars too right there. White toe, no racing stripes. Or are they double white racing stripes? 2 vent holes, white shoestrings, 1 eye down, double knotted for safety. These are, say it with me, y'all, these are some handsome chucks. You want to check the office? Sure. That's my granddaughter, Bliss. She's my oldest granddaughter. She just turned 13 a few days ago. These pictures are from last year, I believe, so she's big into cheer. She's a wonderful young girl, and Grandma and Grandpa love you very much, Bliss. Okay, let's check Grandma's calendar. I'm her Grandma and Grandpa, me and my wife, so this is my Grandma and Grandpa. 75 years ago today, July 30th, 1949. I went to Elk City this morning. Tonight we all went to town. Okay, I thought Elk City was town. I think that means she went to Elk City in the morning by herself, and then later on that evening they all went to town and let the hair down. Dad joke. Dear math, grow up and solve your own problems. I'm not so big on math. No, not so big. Check out my website, Strokers Dallas Merch, MERCH.com. I'd appreciate it if you bought a shirt or a hat or a koozie or a Simpson helmet or a Post-Tech Extreme Charge. I'd appreciate it. If you want to go down the Rick Fairless rabbit hole, you can go, just Google my name, Rick Fairless, hit images, and there's hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of pictures that some of them I don't even remember where or when they were taken. If you go to my YouTube channel, it's under Strokers Dallas on YouTube. There are 600, 700, 800 videos on there, and it's pretty cool. I mean, you could spend a long time just goofing around looking at my story. Get off the couch, a motivational minute. Don't fix things that ain't broke. What does that mean, Mr. Fairless? Heavy on that, mister. That means do your best, and if something's right, don't mess with it. You don't got to fool with everything. If it's a motorcycle or a car, I always got to fool with it. I like my stuff custom. But when it's my business, I just try to, keep doing the same thing that I've always been doing, because it ain't broke, so I ain't going to fix it. Like I say, in Sturgis, the reception's not very good, and I'm on all kinds of different schedules up there, but I will do the show every day, and I will post it every day. I don't know what time, and the show won't be exactly like this, but I'm staying in Joe T's house, so, maybe I can do some stuff there, but should be good. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, I'm going to leave you with this. Did you know that Jennifer Lopez had a hit song and a hit movie both released in the same week? And that, boys and girls, is the rest of the story. All right, Rick Fearless, I got to go. I'm up against that 1-0. Love you, Alice. Bye, y'all. Hey, I'll see you tomorrow.